Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my TBR, which means to be read, for those of you who don't know about the booktube community or, book talk, etc. And it's basically just a list of books that I want to read personally myself, or some people like to have a really long TBR. I personally like to have a short one just because it keeps things manageable for me. But let's get into the video. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Emily. I also go by Tai, which is part of my Chinese name. I am a model photographer, I am an indie author, poet, I also do digital art, and I love to play music and sing, and I just love to do a ton of different art forms, and it's kind of frustrating having to niche down sometimes. But I'm also currently working on a thriller novel called Swan of the Night, and on this channel I'm kind of documenting that process. But yeah. Okay, so the first book that I'm going to talk about is actually on my Kindle. It's not like a Kindle Paperwhite, it's like a Kindle Fire, or like Amazon Fire or whatever, but I use it as a Kindle. It's honestly, I never really thought of myself as like a Kindle girly, but I love paperbacks, but they're so expensive nowadays, and I can't always afford it. So honestly, like, just if I can spend like, $4.99 on Kindle Unlimited or Kindle, and have the digital copy versus having a paper copy, it's just so much easier. So the first book I'm going to talk about is called Lying in the Deep by Diana Urban. I thought her name was Dana for a sec. By Diana Urban. She also has another book coming out that I really want to read called Under the Surface. So this book, Lying in the Deep, it's basically about, I only read the synopsis, but it's basically about a girl who's at a semester at sea, and she's trapped on a boat with a murderer. And everyone thinks it's her, I think. And the second book that's by Diana Urban hasn't come out yet, but I do want to read. It's called Under the Surface. It's about a girl who gets lost in the catacombs of Paris. And it's not like As Above, So Below. It's very different because her boyfriend is searching for her, and it's not like, I don't know if it's really geared as horror as the movie was, but it's not the same thing at all, just because that comparison has been annoying her a lot lately. But anyways, the next book that I want to talk about is called Thick as Blood by Winter Canatelli, and this is a physical copy. The next few books I'm going to talk about are actually paperbacks, and this, I have no idea really what this book is about. If I'm not mistaken, it's about a girl who can turn into different animals, I believe. But I love the cover, and I also am subscribed to her YouTube channel. She hasn't posted it in a while, but a few years ago when she was posting a little bit more regularly, I followed her and I just love supporting her. So I bought this book, and I just have never really had the chance to read it until now. So this is actually the next book on my TBR. So this is the book that I'll be currently reading. Winter is a indie author, if I'm not mistaken, and the next book that I'm going to talk about is actually also by an indie author. It's called The Weight of Wishes by Tori Weed, and it is a high fantasy novel about a girl named Saren who has to go through a series of trials in order to save her kingdom. And I believe I think she grew up in some type of court, and I believe she was a servant, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really read the full synopsis, just because I have so many other things that I need to read right now. But the cover is beautiful. We support each other on Twitter, and Tori's just like a really good writer, a really good person, and she's always supportive of other writers in the community, and I wanted to buy her book. So this is also on my TBR, and I highly recommend it, because just look at this cover. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Okay, and last but not least, the last book on my TBR right now, because like I said, I like to keep my TBRs pretty short, and it's called There Will Come a Darkness, and it's by Katie Rose Poole. I don't know anything about this author. I don't know anything about this book at all. It's just on my TBR because the cover is really pretty, honest to God. It's the only hard copy that I own, or hardcover copy. It has this like beautiful map on the inside, and I got this book at a yard sale for like $10, $5. But it caught my eye. So this is on my TBR, but this is the last book on my TBR because it is the thickest, I believe. Actually, I think this book and The Weight of Wishes are like pretty equal, but either way, this is the last book on my TBR, and I will be making a review video like in the future of like each book that I actually read. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was really short kind of as compared to some of my other videos, but I just wanted to share like a short list of what I'm currently reading with you guys, just in case you guys happen to be reading something similar, or I don't know, maybe you're interested in the book and want to go check it out yourself. I'm going to try to link them all below. in the description, and the authors at like at least one of their ats. Yeah, definitely go check those out. I love supporting indie authors. I love supporting indie writers, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.